Hey y'all, this is Redneck Man 350. I figured I'd make a video on my trailmaster. It's made by Coleman. The little sticker or tab, which is usually right about right here on the case or sheath, it is gone. The tab that was back here and right where that dark spot is on the sheath, right there, is gone. And this is their, it's called the Trailmaster. It's really small, but I really like it. It's full tang and it's actually pretty thick. I just got done looking on YouTube for any review on this, and I could not find one. Even typed in the name, capitalized everything, and pretty much, pretty much made sure that I knew what I typed in, and it didn't come up. It came up as search not found. So I figured I'd make a video on it, since I got one. But anyway, one of the two things that have stayed on this knife are, let me shine my light away from it. Damn light on here. Alright, there we go. There's the Coleman lantern. Let me get my damn light on my phone. I'm not for sure if y'all can read that, but it says Coleman. These guards, or whatever you want to call them, right here, that bulge out from the blade, these are welded on the front. I can tell that because somebody took a file and flattened it. It's got a lanyard hole in the back. Looks big enough to where you can put some 550 in there, but I ain't gonna do that. But one of the things that I do like about this knife is, for as durable as it is, it was rather cheap. When I bought this knife, I wasn't expecting the case to be in any good shape at all. In fact, it's this fucking mesh bullshit that's not even worth hanging on to. In fact, I'm not going to until I can make a leather sheath for it. But anyway, I engraved my initials into the handle. I ended up paying like $5-10 for this knife. It's rather cheap. I didn't buy it used, I bought it brand new. I buy most of my knives brand new, unless they're camp knives or some sort of tactical combat knife. Because then, most of the time, nothing usually goes wrong with them. Let's see. It's around 9 inches. It's 9 inches from tip to the back of the handle. So 9 inches overall. It's rather a small knife to me. Fits in your hand. It's got these, I don't know what to call these parts in the handle where they dip in. It kind of sits in your hand really good. You can get I got rather large hands, and this will fit in there really good. When I go out bow fishing, this is the knife that I'll have on me. Or I'll have my buoy. It's also got my initials in it too. And this thing's pretty cool. I cleaned her up. Got a nice beautiful shine on it. And I'll throw it back in its case. But anyway, I've put this knife through quite literally like 6 torture tests. And I cannot get the thing to chip the blade. I mean, I've smacked this thing blade first into concrete cinder blocks. And then a couple seconds later, took it out and started whittling on some wood and cut like a charm. It's definitely a knife that I would recommend to somebody. Now, I'm not a salesman by any means, but this is definitely a knife that I would recommend to somebody. And if I can get a leather case made for it, or a leather sheath, where the blade case is down here, and then it encircles the knife and comes up to here, so only like that much from my thumb up is exposed on it. Throw on some 550 paracord where it's hanging down, so that way all I gotta do is grab onto that paracord and rip that out if I gotta get to it in a hurry. But anyway, it's definitely made out of some sort of stainless, because when I go bow fishing, I'll walk down the creek with my bow and I'll start shooting some gar. I can sit down there all day and shoot gar. Take them to Decatur and sell them for $5 a piece. Come back home and I'll have like $50. That's 10 gar. There are times where I've got 20 out of this one spot that I go to. DNR actually encourages me to go down there. I've talked to some of the DNR officers around here, and they're all like, "Hey, you keep going back there. We won't have to worry about them for much too longer, even though that they are even though that they are an invasive fish species." Oh yeah, I gotta apologize for my voice. I'm starting to lose it because I'm getting cold. And I'm really tired. I'm only running off of like 2 hours of sleep. I didn't get to bed until like 6 this morning and then slept till like 8 in the morning, because my damn alarm on my phone went off. And that sucked. So the only thing that's kept me going all day is nothing but push-ups and sit-ups. I do have... I won't really pick it up. Oh, right there. You see that yellowish discoloration right there? That is rust. But, you know what? I can't argue with it. I've cut gars' heads off with this knife. Hell, I've gutted turtles with this knife. It's a pretty serious, hardcore, dedicated knife. Now, this is not a specific knife or a specific purpose knife. I view it as a general purpose knife. It's small, but yet it's tough enough. I shouldn't say it's big enough. I should say it's tough enough to handle whatever you want to throw at it. It does have, okay, I understand that a Scandinavian grind is really, really small. Well then, what would be a 2/3 of the way up? Let's see, because I think 2/3 of the way up is like Chinese or something. But this is an American knife. But anyway, this is Redneck Man 350. I figured I'd make a video just to show y'all because I'm bored. Alright, y'all, have a good day.